Good morning, YouTube. We are back. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Ian. I'm playing Final Fantasy 2 for the first time, and it's just one of those days. It's been a week. Wednesday somehow always sneaks up on me, but we retook Castle Finn last time, and I do have some thoughts. So right now, if you're randomly clicking on the video, I'm playing Final Fantasy 2 on Wednesdays as a break from Unicorn Overlord, because I do like Unicorn Overlord, but sometimes I need the brain break. And near the end of the last video, we were learning about how there is a secret passage somewhere in this castle. And I think I mentioned it last Wednesday, because you can see it right there, that, one of the dungeons, you had to go through a wall to get there. Like, you just walk through the wall. And, we were told about that. But I did kind of do a vague search for it last time, but I want to make sure I'm not missing anything, so I'm gonna walk the outline of this wall. But yeah, it's Wednesday. It's a lifting day. I'm excited for that. Hello, Gordon. And I'm excited to play more Final Fantasy. I knew it. I felt it, like, all week. I was like, it feels wrong to leave this castle when I know that there is a thing I need here, because every time I've left a place too early in Final Fantasy 2, I had to go back to it because I didn't have the right keyword. So, a small gap, a secret door. Okay. And like, I kept telling myself this week, I was like, remember, there's a secret passage. Don't leave without, whatever it is. My, what's it called? Coaster is stuck to my pomegranate juice. Alright. So. Then the other thing we gotta do is figure out where Mysidia is. I think they said, if I remember, someone said southwest. But I'm not positive. Oops, hold on. I clicked out of the game for a second. Anyways, yeah, I'm excited. B1. Oh, there's enemies down here? Okay. But I am also looking forward to well, so I saw a TikTok, and it was like my reviews of the early Final Fantasies. And people were like, 1, very charming. 2, good story, not as fun mechanically. Which oh, she's healed. Wait, who healed? I like the mechanics. I like games where the more you do something, the more you level up. But, what I heard is that 6 is considered the first true, like, masterpiece of the series. And I mean, they're not that long, right? Like, I would long be done with 2 if I was playing it every day, probably. But yeah, I am looking forward to... It feels like I've moved into the second half of this game, and I'm looking forward to what the franchise brings next. Not because I'm, like, bored or anything, but because I feel like this one starts out really strong, and I've kind of lost the thread. I guess the problem is close. For me, I don't feel like there's enough characterization, and they're early Final Fantasies, right? It's all dialogue based. But I just feel like I'm missing some, like, inter-party banter. And, like, we kind of had it with the fake princess and everything, where they blush, but I want more of that. Okay, so there was... Oh, there's stairs there. 1 Revenant ambushed the 4 of us. But, this is part of the reason I'm doing this is because... Wasn't there a door down south somewhere? I want to... I don't know, it's the same reason, like... Okay, right, I'm an English major. I love reading. And in particular, I'm very biased towards the classics. Like I love, you know, Russian Lit and all that. And like Moby Dick. No? I thought there was a door. And there's too many encounters. Come on, man. But, you know, like in order to be well read, you don't have to have read every book that's popular ever. But you should be familiar enough with them to talk about them in conversations, right? And I kind of feel like it's the same thing with video games. Like it's impossible to play every video game. But if you're like a JRPG person, you should have played Dragon Quest. You should have played Final Fantasy, and maybe not all of them, but the big ones. Or at least like watch people do it, let's plays and stuff of them. So yeah. Empty. But what I was gonna say is so it's kind of the vibe I'm going for. It's like, you know, this is my survey course of classic JRPGs. And like I said, I don't know. I'm in the second half of Dragon Quest VII right now, and I don't know if people want to see 8 and 9 on this channel. If you do, you can comment about it. Because I like them. They're just kind of, you know, like sometimes they're not as fun to stream because it's a lot of like grinding and walking from place to place. And I guess you need a very specific kind of personality to make that fun, which I don't know if I have it. On the flip side, we just started uploading Tainted Grail videos to this channel. And it's a little janky. It's got like the Elder Scrolls jank, but with, in my opinion, better lore. Okay, so that's where we started. So we got to go up and around. And if you're watching this and you want some fun, my girlfriend and I just 3 hours at a pop exploring this because she is a loot goblin. I wish I had it in me to be that much of a loot goblin. You know, she's getting every piece of treasure. But like, there's so many fun quests. Like she recently, yesterday, did a quest about. They're like, hey, there's like a lot of undead around. Can you go figure out why? And like, there's so many different ways to end the quest. Where like, you could fight the necromancer, but there's other options too, which I won't spoil. But it was very funny. Parasite. What the heck is a changer? What do you change it into? 50% of bestiary entries. But yeah, I actually was thinking about this because I think, you know, games like RPGs, like, you know, or any kind of MMO, well, I think like AI should mainly be used to make work easier and not to make art. I could see a cool world where you designed a really good AI that's job was to like scrape all the internet forums and everything and see people's commentary on a game like you know, let's pretend like Final Fantasy 14, and then like, you know, it would code new expansions and then like send it to like the team that develops them beforehand so that they could like review it and adjust it. But you know, it would be really cool because you would have like unlimited content. Like you would have an AI that's job is to do that. Why are they hearing me? I didn't expect there to be more dungeons inside the castle. I thought I was just gonna walk down the stairs and pick up items. Alright, come on. You guys are slowing me down. But yeah, holy crap. Also, you know, in good news, it's starting to cool down a little bit. Let's see, it's 74 degrees in Atlanta right now. I might try to get a walk in today. I didn't get one in yesterday because we had a vet visit. Sorry. My watch is like, do you want your morning brief? I'm like, yeah, I guess. But like I said, I've been lifting and trying to eat a little better. Just gonna go down. B3. And I have lost about 3 pounds in 2 weeks, which is, I think, like, you know, less about how much I'm exercising and more about my diet, because like I have definitely noticed a little more definition in my arms and stuff from working out, but I am like very thin by nature, and I just wanted to like tone myself up, you know. So like counting calories in a healthy way really is what you need to do for that. But on the flip side, our cat Luna, she's 12, and like I said, she has a hyperactive thyroid, and she's been being treated for that, but she lost 4 pounds in the last 30 days, which is a little crazy because that's 1/3 of her body weight. So we're waiting to hear back about the blood work from that, but she's eating, and she's playing, and she's, you know, I don't know, it's just weird. We don't really know what's causing it. My suspicion is that now that our other cat, they call it at our vet, her litter mate, even though they were never like friends, they just lived in the same house. She passed, and I suspect because she was sick at the end that Luna was eating a lot of her food that she couldn't eat. And so Luna was getting extra servings. And so now Luna's about the weight we want her at. But we just, you know, she's got blood work and stuff to make sure it's not something else. But I'm guessing she's a little chubby because she's been snacking. However, I didn't know this. And my parents, I don't know how, my parents have 4 cats. I'd have to ask how much food they give them. Their cats are not, you know how like some animals you train and sometimes they train you? My parents get bullied by their cats into feeding them. And so we have a dry feeder, automated, that gives her at 7 a.m. a serving and at 7 p.m. And then at 8, we used to give her half a can of wet food, and we would give her the second half can of wet food in the evening. And so I googled like how much wet food should cats be eating, it, you know, it depends on what your vet says. This is not gospel. Don't like change your cat's diet if it's working. But about 3 to 3.5 ounces of wet food per, I gotta heal, per, about 3 pounds of weight. So Luna is 10 pounds. And so that's like 7 ounces of wet food across, well, okay, wait. Yeah, 3, hold on. She's 10 pounds. It should be about 3 ounces per 3 pounds. So 3, 6, like 6.5-ish. And so she was only getting 3. But she also was eating dry food, which supplements that. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe she's just like, we're slightly underfeeding her wet food and she was supplementing that with dry food. But she's never complained about it, so it'll be interesting. I don't know. Animals are weird. We need to invent a communicator so I can figure out how to help her best. Alright, how deep does this damn castle go? I really thought we were going to start looking for Mysidia today, but we might spend the whole recording delving into this castle. Which is fine. Gives me a chance to drink my pomegranate juice before my workout. I really should probably be leveling up my spells. At some point, I'm going to need them. But, like, I really just, like, we're bodying them right now. Yo, has anybody, so my brain was like, oh, what, like the dice battle music. So on our drives when we were back home last month, I learned that Spotify, Power Staff, the heck, made for striking. we learned that Spotify has a built-in, it's in beta, but it's like an AI DJ. And it's really funny because, like everyone else in the world, I've been listening to a lot of K-pop Demon Hunters, which is interesting for me because I'm not a huge fan of K-pop. Like, I think those people are hyper talented, but like musically, it doesn't usually do anything for me. Except for Blackpink. You know, but it seems to do a pretty good job of it, and you can tell it like, hey, I'm not in the mood for this song right now or something. So I'm interested to see how much better it gets. That's the kind of stuff that makes AI fun, right? But I saw a Reddit post about it, and someone was like, I hit skip a bunch of times really fast, and my AI got really snarky, and it was like, well, someone's not in the mood for my music. Sorry, I'm not doing a good enough job for your tastes or whatever. And I was like, is this going to be the reason that the AI turned on us? Is like, we're like, your musical selections are bad. Okay, get me going. Heal me. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting that we have like I don't know. I'm not completely anti-AI, but the places where it's becoming, you know, where we decide to use it, the trail thing, make me laugh because sometimes we're like, no, we're not gonna make your work life easier. We're gonna put it in your phone, which we don't really care about. Fang that confuses the target. Okay, my brain always tells me in games like this you can't walk on that water, but I bet I can walk on that water. Also, you know what I just thought of, because we just picked up a bunch of money. That's a dead end. So, in our hometown, Ryan and Ronnie's, they sold a winning Powerball ticket. Powerball? Powerball! That sounds like a animated dog's special attack. But they sold a winning Powerball ticket. Which I don't even know how much the Powerball was up to. Sometimes I'm like, should I buy a lottery ticket? And I'm like, nah, you could buy like a bottle of water with that instead and like nourish your soul. But then sometimes I'm like, my dad, every once in a while, my dad would come home with a bunch of lottery tickets that he got like gifted from teachers, because he was a custodian. And we usually won some money on that. Now, obviously, we didn't spend the money on them, so it was like a net gain for us, but I don't know. Reminds me of like all the controversy with sports gambling, which like, I don't know. I think you should be able to bet. But I also don't think it should be force-fed to you at every turn on TV. Because that's how you get, like, children who want to bet, and then, right, illness happens, like, addiction and all that. Well, not necessarily, but you know what I'm saying, like, you don't want to incentivize betting, you want to make it, like a specialty thing. Like, I'm going to place a bet on this game because it matters to me. Not, I'm going to place a bet on every game because I have to make my rent. Okay. Or a Calcum. Did I have you before? I kind of remember picking you up. It's a weapon. Okay. Empty. Empty. The way I said that reminded me of the Bare Naked Ladies, If I Had $1 Million. Where it's like, haven't you always wanted a monkey? Which is really funny when you think about the song, because, okay, no one's saying no to $1 million, right? We're all like, $1 million would be sick. It would probably cure a lot of my problems. But $1 million, not that much anymore, right? Like, not by modern standards. And it's like, now, do you want $10 million? That might tide me over for the rest of my life and have, like, my nephew, you know, get ahead a little bit. Alright, let me in here. The white mask. Alright, we've done it. It's empty. And there's a teleporter out! Thank you, kind devs. Thank you. The small quality of life stuff is so incredible in games. Especially like where we just got to the final third of Mass Effect Andromeda. And being able to travel back to the ship from anywhere on the map is a lot. Like, you know, or like just get to different places in the world and all that, like, easier without having to walk is incredible. Has the town changed since we saved everyone? We could have never recaptured Finn without you. You guys took out the big boss, huh? Wow. Being able to live here again is like a dream come true. Finn is ours at last. Okay, hold on. First things first, let's rest up. The CMB, you always send me that guide that talks about the Nintendo, the inspiration of classical music for Nintendo. I swear that one is Pallet Town inspired, and that's probably inspired by some classical music as well. We probably want this. I bet somebody at some point is gonna have something, some kind of spell that we need to weaken them. So, Guy, you can learn that. Does anybody know Berserk? You know, casting Berserk on ourselves and attacking a lot more is probably smart. Hello. Furion, you old devil, how you been? Paul? If you need to know about secret doors in Castle Finn, I'm your man. I don't suppose you could tell me what's inside the secret chamber. Just curious. A white mask? That doesn't sound particularly valuable. Not interested. I guess I'll tell you where the door is. Far cornered. I found it without your tips. I'm a genius. I'm just making sure. I know it's probably just the red one, but I gotta make sure. Okay, can we learn anything? No? Nothing happens. Alright. You have a good day, Paul. What else we got going on in here? This is a church, right? I don't think I've either, it's been a complete team wipe or I've won. You know, like Mysidia. Or I've never had to just recover one person. Okay, so I would like 4 of those. 1 of those. Okay. Thank you. Pop over here. What weapons we got? Everything we have is better. You are no use to me. Never thought I'd come back to Finn in my lifetime. I'm just gonna stock up on like everything because we have a lot of money, and you know, status effects are becoming more common in this game. Do that. I mean, why not? We have so much money. That sound is really classic. It sounds like you're playing like Duke Nukem or something. We don't need that many cottages. We'll get 10. And we'll hold off on the elixirs, even though they're good. Okay. Oh, that's the secret bar from before at the beginning of the game, right? Okay, so I think, and you should be able to see my mouse, yeah. I need to go down here is what they said. So that's where I'm gonna start traveling to. And hopefully we don't get annihilated. So what's the easiest way to get there? Like, did that left my boat behind. Okay. So I gotta figure some stuff out. We gotta think. My brain is so, like, associative, especially early in the morning. And so my brain was like, from being in the basement, he's like, LaFou, I'm afraid I've been thinking. And then LaFou goes, a dangerous thought. And Gaston finishes with, I know. Okay, bring me back up to my boat. Okay, hold on. It's that blue dot, right? Ah, I see. I don't have my boat with me. I'm not on a boat. I'm not wearing swim trunks or wearing flippy floppies, doing flips and shit. Okay, so the gap here. Before recording today, I ate 2 dates and, like, obviously drinking my pomegranate juice. I hope this is right, but, you know, exploring. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. But I have my RX bar ready to go, which I've recently started eating because my goal Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is to get about 100 grams of protein. And then the other days of the week is to get a more, like, less protein, maybe somewhere around there, like 60 plus. But to be better at resting and to get some, like, light cardio and, do some housework and stuff. And I needed, like, from my average diet, I needed, like, 10 to 15 grams more protein a day. And the RX bar really helps with that. Okay. Like, what is this? It's a mob, apparently. What if there was a mob, but it was, like, zombies? Like, like, they were like... So, the word Don, like the leader of a mob group, has been stuck in my head because the streamer Chibli I watch, has, like, come up with a bit where he's like, I turned on the Don mode and I told them what I really felt and stuff. But, it'd be like a zombie with an Italian accent who's wearing, like, a fedora. Have I been here? Okay, hold on. Let me save real quick. And before I waste any time, just let me check and make sure I'm in the right area. I keep the Final Fantasy II guide up just because I have to use it so much. Toward Mysidia. The bottom left of the world map. Outside. Okay, that's the cave. I'm trying to get to the city. We built this city on magic and toil. So like, I don't know, man. I'm in the mixed business right now of like, you know, when they added repels to Pokemon, it was smart. And I'm kind of like, I wish I had a repel in this game. Oh, they're still confused. But I'm also like, you know, getting this free XP is so nice because when I get to the boss, I just beat their butt. You can't use Asuna? What does fog do? Let's learn. Let's learn something. Final Fantasy 2? Fog. Which causes amnesia on the targets. It's a stronger form of silence. And we don't have a high enough Asuna to cure it. So, do I have anything else? Cures amnesia! Okay, I need to buy more mallets. Wait, are you... is the implication that you're, like, whacking them real hard? Get out of here, Black Flan. You're like, you know what'll fix their tired brain? Conk. It's also said level 4 Asuna. Oh, crap. Okay, one down. So we need to use that more. We should probably be using magic here. So, hit them with a fire, hit them with thunder. Use different kinds of magic so different spell types are leveled up. Okay, fire is very obviously effective there. And our Asuna is it level 2? Is that what that means? Almost level 3. Every time I see... Oh, I'm using the magic again. Turn that off. But yeah, every time I see Marlboro, I just laugh. I'm like, they really put the cigarette brand in here? Alright, I can speed it up. I'm sitting here like, wow, this battle's taking a while. There we go. The city's freaking out a little bit. Vivi? This is Mysidia, Kingdom of Mages. You've certainly come a long way here. Hello. I believe it as you say, the time to break the tower seal is upon us. Okay, but what do you got for sale? I mean, we have all of these in stock, so that's okay. I believe the game is using the optimal setting for, you know, where I am at that time. Power Staff. Flame Lance. Ogre Killer. Okay. I figure, like, because we don't have them, we'll buy them and equip them and just see where it takes us. We have many ancient texts in the town. Please browse them at your leisure. Sounds lovely. First, let me take a little break. Do you have any mallets? I need them. You do. Just in case. Hey guys. Some time ago, a wizard named Minwu passed through town on his way to the tower. You'd best hurry after him. The statue of the goddess is enshrined beneath the city. She watches over the crystal rods. Hold on, before I go down the stairs, let me do this. A very small island lies in the middle of the sea. There you find the black mask, the white mask counterpart. In ages past, Pandemonium, the palace of the Lord of Hell, emerged onto our land. The mages of old wove a spell of fearsome power and banished Pandemonium, averting the crisis. However, the mages feared that the spell was so powerful it could throw the world into chaos. So they constructed a great tower and sealed within it a tome inscribed with the spell's secrets. Make of the white mask an offering to the goddess beneath Mysidia. If thou art pure of heart, the doppelganger will cease to move. Fit then the black mask upon him, and both he and his defiled heart shall fade. Fearing that the tremendous power they wielded might lead the world to destruction, the mages founded a settlement and dwelt there in seclusion. Okay, so we get a lot of exposition here. A close relative of the dragon, the wyvern, is trained to serve as the airborne mount of the dragoons. Though smaller than a dragon, the creature's strength allows it to carry 4 or 5 people into the air. The island of Diest was the ancestral home of the wyverns. A knight named Han visited the island, and over a period of 30 years, he cultivated a bond with wyverns. He then became the first dragoon. Once long ago, a king ordered the making of an indestructible lock and key. 3 sets were fashioned. The first was forged from friendship, the second from love, and the third from wonder. The set forged from friendship and love were soon broken, but the third was wrought from the wonder evoked by the ringing of a single pure note, and it held fast. So pleased was the king, he hid the bell away in the cavern of snow where it rests to this day. That's good world building right there. In the time before the world knew castles or kingdoms, a star fell to the land now called Kashan. A man gathered flame from the star and built an altar to enshrine it. Recent technological advances have produced the airship. Should these technological arts proliferate, they could one day drive magic from the world. Mithril strong, easily processed armament, highly responsive to magic. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Good. Especially the part about the 3 keys. Or 3 locks. Really cool. Okay, so we gotta get... Okay, so I need to go north to that area of the water I saw, get the black mask, come here, use the white mask beneath the city, then use the black mask, then go to the cave and get the crystal rod. Is that what I'm doing? I think. Okay. Because, like, there you go. So now we need the black mask. Okay, and if I understand correctly, the black mask is, it seems like, in here? And then the crystal rod is here? Maybe? Alright. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save here. And next time, we're gonna get that mask. Basically, well, let me get up by my boat. Let me just sail in there and see what's there. And then we'll make, like, you know, I'm obviously probably not gonna do a whole dungeon in 10 minutes. But if we at least know we're in the right place, that would be good. Okay. The same exact enemy group. Come on, man. Alright. No, wait. Do I need the rod first? I'm not sure. I think I need the rod or the mask. They said you can't enter the tower without the rod. And I need the mask to get the rod, I think. Okay, well that's a problem for next week, Ian. But we made progress. Good stuff. Thanks for hanging out and listening to me ramble if you did. And if you're here, check out some of the other stuff on the channel. We're playing a lot of games. And thumbs up, comments, any tips that are appreciated.